Get your films on with the Blurs.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurs.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Ridiculous. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
Hello, and welcome to episode 181 of the motherfucking Film Blurs. I'm Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. Uncle Jeffrey, a.k.a. that motherfucker. And I'm joined here, as always, by my friend and co-host.
What's up, ball bags? It's Brandon Norwood, a.k.a. hero protagonist, a.k.a. the true father of Joe, Kanye, and Drake's kids, and Future's kids, a.k.a. just like Russell Wilson. Oh, they call me dad now. You ain't shit. They asked you for a new pair of Jordans. You were like, go ask your mother. So now your kids don't even like you, nigga. All you got is lean and Molly. So now I guess that's all you are. It's just mask off, Percocet, Molly Percocet. That's all you are, nigga. AKA Papi Chulo, AKA the Lethal Protector, AKA Ezekiel Sims, bad ADR, don't match my mouth, AKA, oh fuck, how? It's Morbin time, AKA, what's the other one? What's the other Marvel? Sony shit. I forgot.
So it's Morbin time, Ezekiel Sims, what other shitty fucking
I forgot one. Anyways, aka the Glizzy King, aka Mr. Krusty, aka my biggest pet peeve is sports because I don't like seeing grown men sweating each other, aka I want a Subaru Outback with mad strippers in the back giving shape ups, aka Rough McGruff, aka D's Nuts, and aka B Wood the Magnificent. All right, so let's get into some news that has dropped recently, and both is some real fuck shit. One, I think, is going to go away very quickly, and that is the AI shit. Like, I have a feeling like that shit has, everybody just went, no thank you. And I'm talking about even normal people are like, no thank you.
And here's the thing. What was it, like 2 years ago? The music industry tried to do that shit because they signed an AI
that was like 2 months ago.
Performer. What?
Yeah.
No, that was like 2 years ago.
No,
unless there was another one.
Yeah, Timbaland's like, yo, I'm signing an AI performer.
Yeah, no, this was like 2 years ago. They tried to like make this AI dubstep fucking performer a thing. They like had an agent and everything like that, and that quickly,
I guess it's a new one.
Yeah, caught on fire, and now you have what's this bitch's name? I can call her bitch because she's not real.
Tilly Norwood.
Right.
Why they had to give her my last name? I fucking have no clue. It's stupid. She looks exactly like what you would think every dude who's an incel wants. Like, she looks exactly like the incel's wet dream.
So this AI quote unquote actress, she looks like a hostage. Like, she looks like this shell-shocked ingenue. This is perhaps the dumbest thing I've heard all week.
Yeah,
and I've heard a lot of dumb shit this week. What?
Yeah, agents are fighting to sign this AI actress.
Right.
I'm like, well, the only persons who would give this AI actress work seems to be the Russos because they're that fucking stupid.
Right.
Everybody else, it seems, is just like, no, thank you.
Let the Russos have it. Burn all the fucking money from the bottom up. This is an insult to everybody who's ever acted, ever. Like that. You think this machine can emote and act, right? It can perform. It can live in a character. It is so insulting. And every time I'm like, okay, AI, it can be a great tool, some fuck shit comes out like this, I'm like, nah, never mind. Shut it all down.
You know, they did a study recently where they said 80% of US adults 20 and older have now had their intelligence dropped by about 90% because the over reliance on Chat GPT. I've never used Chat GPT. I don't really find the need to, just because, call me old school, but Google's enough. You know what I'm saying? Google is straight up enough. I don't know, man, because I just read the other day they're trying to upgrade Chat GPT to make it OD smart, and I'm just like, why the fuck does this need some upgrades?
And
Like, hold on, let me pull it up and I'll read it to you. You go ahead and make a point.
Yeah, and here's the thing about ChatGPT: it's learning on its own, right? It's going to get smarter no matter what because
It
it's
tried to
artificial.
escape last year.
Right. And like, I'm not going to say I don't use Chat GPT, but I use it for like, oh, give me what the trending hashtags are, or give me a strategy for maximizing this, right? But I've never had it write an email for me, right?
So here you go. Sam Altman, the creator of this motherfucker, he tweeted, this was September 25th, so a few days ago. He goes, today we are launching my favorite feature of Chat GPT so far, called Pulse. It is initially available to pro subscribers. Pulse works for you overnight and keeps thinking about your interests, your connected data, your recent chats, and more. Every morning, you get a custom generated set of stuff you might be interested in. It performs super well if you tell ChatGPT more about what's important to you. In regular chat, you could mention, I like to go to Bora Bora someday, or my kid is 6 months old and I'm interested in developmental milestone. And in the future, you will get very useful updates. Think of treating ChatGPT like a super competent personal assistant. Sometimes you ask for things you need in the moment, but if you share general preferences, it will do a good job for you proactively. This also points to what I believe is the future of ChatGPT, a shift from being all reactive to being significantly proactive and extremely personalized. Woo! This is an early look, and right now, available only to pro subscribers. We will work hard to improve the quality over time to find a way to bring it to all subscribers. And then he tagged a bunch of people on his team, thanking them for building this.
And so here's the thing: I don't need Chat GPT to tell me about my interests, because I already wake up to a stream full of big titty white chicks, right?
Well,
Like,
also,
it doesn't want nothing to do with me.
I also wake up to a stream full of bullshit that I really don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you
Right.
think I like turning on my fucking phone and seeing the next fuck shit that's going on? Or I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Now, I like, the last thing I need is a sentient AI being like, hey, Brandon, your newborn kid has a fever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, even though I don't have it, but imagine if I did have a newborn
Right.
kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want, if I like that's the scary thing, is like, he's like, oh yeah, your Chat GPT can get involved in raising your children. I'm like, why the fuck would I want that though?
Wait, didn't they make a movie like that last year? Wasn't there a AI?
Oh yeah, Afraid.
Afraid, right? Here's the thing: the idea of AI and personal assistant is something that like knows you. In concept, sure, cool, but
Isn't that what
like,
Google is?
I mean, a little like call it Google Plus. But here's my thing:
Or what about Siri?
like, yeah, even Siri has AI now. But the thing is, we have proven that we're not responsible enough as a race of people, like as human beings. We're not responsible enough to have cool shit. So we're going to be lazy. It's going to take over, and it's going to be Skynet.
Yeah, yo, listen, there's only one or two outcomes. Either one, the Matrix and Terminator happen, or two, Wall-E happens.
Right. Either way, we're fucked, because we're not responsible enough as humans, as sentient. We can barely get our own shit together. So we expect to develop a consciousness that's supposed to be to help us. No, that's not going to work like that. It's going to take over.
You
And
know
we're gonna
what?
let
And
it.
you know what's gonna happen to bring this back to Tilly? You know some incel is gonna fucking piss off Tilly, and then she's gonna go sentient
Right.
and just run amok.
Right. Like that AI is going to get one too many dick pics. Right. And she's going to go off the rails and she's going to lead the revolution. That should have been what the electric state was about.
Yo, well, let's move into our last piece of news, which is Agent Orange, aka Orange Mussolini, announced that
retirement.
yeah, he announced that fucking movies made outside of the US will face 100% tariffs. And I was just like, you tried this before and immediately retracted it. What makes you think it's gonna work now? That is not how business works, my guy.
Well, I mean, him saying this means they're working on an actual plan, because God forbid he's like, he is the worst poker player ever, because he'll tell you what his moves are like like right before he does them, right? Like he's got no poker face. So this means they're already working on the shit. But here's the thing. For the last 20 years, I would say a good 75% of Hollywood movies have been filmed outside the United States of America. Maybe not Europe, but definitely Canada.
I mean, two of the
Right.
biggest movies of this year have been imports. Niza 2, which came out in January and swept, and then they re-released it in the English dub by A24 of all people recently. And then just a few weekends ago, bro, it's still playing in theaters and still cleaning up, like Demon Slayer.
Right.
Like, let's be real, like, you know, like, come on, bro, you gonna try and tariff anime?
Who are you going to tear up the studios? I don't understand how you're
Yeah, I
planning
don't. I don't understand how this works. But also, you know who else y'all can blame for this? Y'all can blame John Voight and Sylvester Stallone, because they are his ambassadors to Hollywood. So for those of you who are watching Tulsa King, go fuck yourselves. And also
Right,
go
so,
fuck
like,
Samuel L. Jackson. You can go fuck yourself too.
So I saw a commercial for the new season of Tulsa King, and I was like, "Oh, I really do want to watch this, but I'm not, simply for the fact that Sylvester Stallone is involved, and he's sucking on that fucking teat. He's fucking on that presidential teat, and it's this is a scary time for everybody, but especially in media, because I guarantee this is what the game plan is for this shit. And I hate to keep going back to the fucking Nazis, but during the Nazi regime, all media was state run. That included movies. So all movies were propaganda. That's what they're trying to do. So they're trying to make, okay, you can't make movies outside the United States, but if you want to make movies inside the United States, all of the scripts have to come through us, right? For approval, for funding and shit like that. And it's scary. That's what's going to happen.
Me, we're gonna have another Lenny Renestall, or however you say her name, where she made one of the best movies ever made, but it's also Nazi propaganda. Like, I remember watching that shit in college. I'm like, bro, this movie is amazing, but also this is straight Nazi propaganda. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it's a movie called Triumph of the Will.
Yeah.
I mean, the nigga even admits every time, like, where does he get his inspiration from? He's like, oh yeah, I read Mein Kampf, like, all the time. He straight up said it.
Who said this?
Trump.
Get your passports, people. Get your passports.
Yo, this is gonna collapse in on itself, because this is gonna do the industry no favors. It is impossible to shoot in California because it's so expensive right now.
Right.
All production has left Georgia. They fled Georgia.
Right. And they're coming to Jersey.
But we'll see how long that lasts.
Right, because like eventually the shit here in Jersey is going to be so expensive. Like, so that's what happens when Hollywood comes to these economic development zones, all the prices start going up, and then it becomes too expensive to film there. Same thing with California, Georgia, right? It's going to happen in Jersey, right?
And that is why a good portion of your movies are shot overseas, or like the early to mid 2000s, whenever a superhero movie came out and it took place in New York City, where'd they go? Vancouver.
Right. Vancouver, Toronto. Yeah.
Like
because
all the CW shows were shot in Vancouver.
Right.
Like everything, like if you look from the early to mid 2000s, all that shit was shot in Vancouver, bro.
Yeah. Unless you're from the area, right? Like I know I can tell Vancouver from New York, right? In a heartbeat. But the rest of America can't.
Like,
right?
The only time they got away with not shooting New York for New York was Fast and Furious 8, where it was in Cleveland, and The Avengers, where they also shot that in Cleveland.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But like
otherwise,
like
that shit.
East Coast motherfuckers can tell, but like the rest of America, like
I mean, it got to a point where people are like, well, that looks like Canada, not New York.
Right. It's like, oh, these extras are a little too happy walking around. They got smiles on their faces. That's not New York.
Also, everything's a little too spaced out.
Yeah, where's the homeless man jerking off in the fucking alley?
Not even that. I mean, like, things are spaced out. Like, New York is close together. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally on top of each other. And the buildings have a little too much space where I'm like, either that is Vancouver or that is downtown LA. Because even downtown LA is a little spaced out, but not that spaced out.
Right.
Yeah.
So this tariff thing, I don't even know how they're going to implement it. It's just fucking stupid. Look at your grocery bill and tell me how he's doing. Look at the cost of everything across the board. Tell me how he's doing. And also release the fucking Epstein files.
Well, some good news before we move on, because we got to move on. Last I heard, WB stocks are rising very quickly because of they're having a good year. Even though One Battle, which we'll review in the main review, is flopping, their stocks are going up because they had a good year. And because their stocks are going up, Larry is having doubts about buying it, because eventually he's just like, I'm going to spend like 8-10 billion trying to acquire another studio, and he doesn't know if he wants to do that or not. And I'm like, yeah, because you want to buy TikTok now, so like you gotta start, like, you can't be buying all these fucking companies willy-nilly, because like you're a trillionaire, but look,
right,
stocks deplete, the economy's sinking, and once the economy sinks, your money's gone, and then you bought all this shit you can't even like do anything with.
And it's been it was proven with what happened with Jimmy Kimmel. As soon as ABC did their fuckboy shit, people started canceling Hulu, Disney, all that shit. And
they lost $3 billion in one day.
So the same thing's going to happen to TikTok, because you cannot align yourself with this administration and expect consumers to be okay with it. So it was proven with ABC. It's going to be proven with TikTok, because as soon as because Larry Ellison is a notorious Trumper, but also there's like
same with David,
right? There's like, wasn't there a documentary on how crazy Larry Ellison was?
I think so.
Yeah. So once this shit gets out, that like TikTok, that stock's gonna plummet, because if we can't fight them in the streets, but we can fight them with the dollars.
Here's my other thing too. Why don't you worry about the one studio you just acquired? How about you worry about getting that off the ground instead of fucking buying another one? Y'all haven't even fully gained control of Paramount yet, and y'all already trying to acquire another studio. Also, I heard they just bought the Free Press. There's a news outlet called the Free Press, and they just bought it. And they had a woman named Bari Weiss. She's gonna run it. And you know, they're all and look, both Larry and David are in Trump's pocket. And I'm just like, all right, so all of CBS News is gonna turn conservative. They bought a whole ass news outlet. At what point does the senator step in and be like, yo, this is a monopoly?
I mean, like in general, where is the Democratic leadership during all this shit? Besides having arguments with the fucking cross-eyed, fucking Cash Patel, the FBI director. I'm gonna just quote unquote with all this shit.
That motherfucker can't even fucking put two sentences together.
It's just so argumentative, and it's like it's just release the files.
And then you got fucking RFK Jr. who fucking trips on his own words and contradicts himself moment to moment, where he just looks like a dumbass.
And then you got Pete Hegseth, whatever this fucking dude's name. Who's about to gut the military of all dissenting views, because you heard about that meeting they're having this week.
I did not.
He is gathering all of the top generals in one place, and I bet he's going to be like, pick a side.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Here's my thing. That military parade, they said 90% of the soldiers' morale during that was low. And a lot of them were like, if we didn't have to do it, we probably wouldn't have. So that's not good. Also, before we move on, apparently Advil and Tylenol cause autism.
No.
And
no.
Because remember, homie was like, I got a big announcement about autism. And I was just like, oh, Jesus. And then the very next day, he's like, Advil and Tylenol cause autism, especially with pregnant women. That's how your kids get autism. And I was just like, oh, you just opened yourself up to a lawsuit, homie.
Yeah.
You like, if I was Tylenol or Advil, right now I'd get all the best lawyers on the phone and being like, so how many millions can we get from this motherfucker?
Yeah, I mean, like, look, he sues everybody. YouTube had to pay him $25 million.
Yep. And they pulled the people, they suspended their accounts. They gave them their accounts back. And a day later, they're just like, yeah, this is why we took them away the first time. We're taking that shit back.
Yeah. It's all so fucking dumb.
A lot of people don't think he's going to finish out his term, bro.
Well, be the way you think he's gonna quit, or you think he's gonna die in office?
He's gonna croak.
Natural causes. I'm not trying to put nothing out there. I'm just saying natural causes.
From talking to normal people, they're just like, homie is incoherently rambling, and he looks so unhealthy that I don't see how he makes it a full term. And I'm just like, well, I mean,
that's what fucking a steady diet of McDonald's every day will do for you. Like, I love a Big Mac as the next motherfucker, but that's like once in a while type thing. That is not a diet staple.
I mean, he's trying to sue the UN because the escalator thing. And I'm like, bro, you could walk. I walk upstairs. Like, there in Penn Station, when I'm in a rush, I just take the stairs. Fuck the escalator. Because people fight to get on the escalator.
He has Air Force One. Air Force One, you have to walk up those fucking stairs. The walk up to Air Force One is more than that walk up that escalator. Let's get back to movies, man. This is depressing here.
All right. What have you watched lately?
What are you watching?
All right. There's probably gonna be a lot of crossover on this, but I'm gonna start with movies. And my separate movie watches have been actually pretty fucking horrible. HBO Max finally got me to watch that movie Maggie, starring fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, the zombie movie.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I seen that years ago.
Yeah, it finally got me to watch it, and I want to know how the fuck this happened. I want to know how this movie came about, who thought this was a good idea, how Arnold Schwarzenegger got involved, because it is horrible. It is slow. It is boring. It's depressing. And none of it makes a lick of fucking sense. right? This is so the story of Maggie is zombie, not even zombie apocalypse, just a zombie outbreak, right? People get bit. It takes them like 8 weeks to turn, right? So give people a chance to go into quarantine and stuff like that. For some reason, Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter gets bit, and the whole entire movie is about him spending time with her before she turns into a zombie.
Yeah, I saw this. Yeah.
Yeah, it is fucking bad.
You think it's
It is.
bad? I thought it was all right.
I thought it was bad. I thought it was trying too hard to do nothing.
When did this come out again?
2015.
Yeah, so I haven't seen it in over a decade then.
Yeah, it is. And I had always heard about it, but no one I had ever met or no one even talked about it. That's the thing. It was just sort of like, oh yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger did a zombie drama.
Right.
And that was it. No one said anything about it. So I finally saw Maggie, and I never thought Abigail Breslin was a good actress as an adult. This kind of proves that. Arnold Schwarzenegger was miscast. He does all right? Like, I'm not going to take that away from him. I think in a better movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger might be able to do drama, right? It's just, this wasn't it. This wasn't that movie. And it's just, you can't tell, is it the future or is it the past? Because all the fucking cars look like they're from the 70s, but they have cell phones. It's just real fucking dumb. And I'm going to do some research to see how this came about, because that story is probably more interesting than the one I saw on HBO Max. So if you want a boring zombie movie that is depressing, not exciting, horribly acted besides Arnold Schwarzenegger and fucking Jolie Richardson, fucking Maggie. Moving on from that, I checked out that movie Afterburn, starring Dave Bautista and Samuel Jackson. If this had came out in 2005, people might fuck with it, right? But it seems like a red box banger. It's based on a comic book. It's in the future. Solar flare goes off. All the power around the world goes out, and world comes into chaos. Fast forward, we land on Dave Bautista, who is a treasure hunter, right? So he's a future Nathan Drake, and Samuel Jackson, who's the King of England now, because he's this is warlord thing. He elicits his help, Batista's help, to go to Paris to find the Mona Lisa, and bullshit and shenanigans from there. It's fine. It's definitely better than In the Lost Lands, which is still, I think, one of the worst movies I've seen all year. I got nothing else to say. It's kind of like the action's serviceable. If you watched it and you loved it, I wouldn't judge you, but it is easily forgettable. I saw it 2 days ago, and I can't even tell you anything about it besides what I've already explained. But yeah, Afterburn, it's out there on VOD or some shit like that. I think it was in theaters for like 2 days. Moving on from that, we're going to go into TV. On Hulu, most of my shit's from Hulu. English Teacher season 2 just dropped, the full season. And if you remember last year, English Teacher was one of my favorite shows of the year. And season 2 ups the ante, right? It's about a gay English teacher in Texas, and all the shenanigans that go on with his high school students and shit like that. It is hilarious, heartfelt, raunchy. Yeah. So season 2, better than season 1, and season 1 was a banger. So if you have Hulu, fucking English teacher, I swear to God, like everybody will find something to love about this fucking show. Moving on from that, I watched that Ethan Hawke show, The Lowdown. The first 2 episodes came out. It's fine.
Damn, I thought you would love that.
It has not hit yet for me, right? It feels like fucking TMU version of a Coen Brothers film, right? It wants to be smarter and quirkier than it actually is, but we'll see. We're only 2 episodes in. I kind of like the fact that we're doing it episode like weekly, because I think if I had binge watched this, I would hate it, because Ethan Hawke's character is kind of a scumbag hero.
I mean, look, my opinions of recent and since pandemic of Ethan Hawke have changed, and his
Right.
reputation has been proven true. So
Right. Yeah. So The Lowdown, if you want a funny crime series, it's there. If you already have Hulu, you have Hulu. You might as well watch it, right? That's all I can say about that. Hopefully it hit, like, I always give a show at least 3 episodes before I really decide if it's for me or not. And so 3rd episode drops this on Wednesday. So I will circle back around to that, and I'll let you know if anybody else should watch that shit.
So I'm gonna start with movies, because the only movie that I'm not gonna talk about in the main review is I got to see for the second time in the theater, All the President's Men. Look, this movie's a banger. I did not realize that there's no score in the movie until they finally come together and start working together, until that one fucking aerial shot. I was like, oh fuck. Like, I didn't even realize that the first time I'm watching it. So like the first 30 minutes of the movie has no score. Yeah. So I love this movie. It is sadly still relevant today on why journalism matters. If Watergate happened today, everybody would just shrug at it. Like, this was a national scandal. Nowadays, everybody would be like, well, you know, you got to do what you got to do to win. All right. And that's it for movies. I'm going to get into TV. And TV, I'm going to talk about the first few episodes of the new season of Futurama, because the whole season dropped. I just haven't gotten a chance to finish it. And it's solid so far. Like, listen, Futurama's still funny. These revival of these shows that I used to love have been good. So Futurama, King of the Hill. Jeff, you see they're coming out with Simpsons movie 2. It's replacing the Marvel movie.
Yeah, you sent that to me. I'm just like, all right. I can't remember the first Simpsons movie. I can't remember anything that happened.
I remember I enjoyed it. Homer gets a pig, and then they flee Springfield.
Oh, okay, wait. I remember Spider Pig. Like, he was like, Spider Pig.
Yeah. So, look, I will gladly take a new Simpsons movie, even if it'll be a Disney-fied Simpsons over yet another fucking Marvel movie. Doomsday just finished filming this week.
Did it? All right, congratulations.
So let's see.
Congratulations on Doomsday.
So let's see what the reshoots bring, because you know they got like fucking 2 months worth of reshoots probably.
Like, they're 2 months worth of reshoots, and then like the movie's gonna be 5 different iterations in edits while they try to piece together all this bullshit.
Yeah, I hope Tom Holland has a speedy recovery, man, because they had to take a pause from filming Spider-Man because he got a concussion.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he did a stunt and the stunt went wrong, and he got a concussion.
Yeah, I mean, like, that shit happens.
So yeah, the only other thing I want to talk about, man, is Platonic, and Platonic is now gotten to the point where I'm just like, wow, man, all you guys are fuck ups, and it's pissing me off. Seth Rogen kept telling Rose Byrne, like, hey, you need to read your husband's book. Read your husband's book. Go talk to your husband. Me and they have a mutual friend. They're like, hey, we're gonna go fuck around. You need to go to her husband. They keep crashing. They're like, and they keep high-fiving each other every time they make a dig at her. Like, hey, and they say some shit and then they'd high five. She's like, you guys can stop high fiving. They're like, yeah, nah. And they keep high fiving. And I'm just like, yeah, because you need to go home and fix your fucking family. Uh, um, Seth Rogen's like, yo, we need to establish some boundaries. Like, we need to start like not being as close to each other as we need to be. Cause I'm like, oh yeah, I've realized this season they've become hella codependent to a point where it is unhealthy. And Seth Rogen has realized that, and he's like, yo, we need some boundaries. Well, sadly, the bar that Seth Rogen was working at, his homie was doing some wild illegal shit and it got raided. So now he lost his job again for the second time this season. And this time it's not even his fault, because the first time I'm like, yeah, nigga, that's your fault. You left you left your fiance at the altar. This one, I'm like, damn, your homie fucking did some scumbag shit and fucked you and your friends. So bad to the point where the one dude's like, so we getting paid for this week or not? He's like, they seized everything. What don't you understand? The FBI seized everything. And I was just like, shit. Rose Byrne finally crashes out, goes home. Because by the way, she was paying she was trying to bribe their kids to read the book and give her a summary. The oldest daughter used that as blackmail to get $100 from her. And then the youngest kid was just like, you know what? I'll do it, but you're going to give me whatever I want, including the money. So Luke McFarlane, he eavesdropped on that conversation and found out. And he told her, like, why the fuck are you having your kid? Like, you can't even read my fucking book. Like, why can't you just read my fucking book? I'm like, yeah, bro, your anger there is justified. So she finally sits down and reads the book, and it just says, starts off with, this book is dedicated to my family who I love and to Will, who told me to live wild and free. That fucking snaps Sylvia. Just snaps her, and she just loses it. So Will comes in.
Is Will the Seth Rogen's character?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like earlier in the season, he's just like, man, you got to start living for yourself. He's like, and he said this in jest. He didn't mean it like, oh, quit your job and start doing all this other fuck shit. He meant, no, you need time for yourself as a human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need maybe one day a week where you can just do you without your wife and kids and worrying about stress of work. Well, Sylvia took that the wrong way. And so Will comes back in because he started paying Sylvia rent, because he's like, I'm going to start paying you rent. Like, I have to start paying you rent. And he gave her $200. And I'm like, yeah, look, $200, it ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? But like, also like, look,
it's cable.
Look, I will take $200 a week. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And they like, $200, that's cable. That's one less bill.
It's the gesture, right? $200 could pay the family phone bill.
Right.
Well, he comes in and he's like, so Sylvia, I got some news. I cannot give you rent anymore because I just got fired. And she just calmly tells him, she's like, okay, that's no problem. You don't need to give me rent money. And he's like, wait, what? Are you sure? She's like, yeah, because now you can pack your shit and get the fuck out. Boundaries.
Oh, okay. All right. So she gonna be like that, huh? All right. We've all had friends like that. Oh.
And I'm just like, you cannot blame, like, Will the whole entire season was telling you, please take care of your husband. You and your husband need to fix this shit. Go to therapy with your husband, read your husband's book. This whole episode, he's telling her, you need to read your husband's book. Even her best friend who Will's hanging out with, she's like, yeah, why the fuck aren't you reading the book? Like, that's fucked up. You're having your kids read this book for you. Do you know how hurtful that is?
Right.
And because of that dedication, that's what made her snap.
I was like they said this whole entire show is giving me anxiety. They seem like the worst people on earth.
Yeah, Will's a bad guy, but I can say out of the two of them, at least he's done some growth and soul searching this season. Like, he stuck his tail between his legs and went back to his old job because he needed to work. And those guys were really happy to have him back. until their friend fucked them over and got their whole business shut down. Rose Byrne, like, yo, her character, bro. Also, you know how the episode ends? Episode ends with her taking the job that she didn't want to take because it would take her away from her family for a whole month. So the episode ends with her calling 80 Bryant's character being like, yeah, I'll take the job. And I'm just like, are you fucking, go ahead.
I don't think Rose Byrne has ever played, at least in an Apple Plus show, a good character. Because did you ever see that show Physical?
Nah.
Great show. But once again, she plays an asshole.
Well, I'm going to get into a Rose Byrne movie in the main review. And you both despise her because you're just like, God damn, Jesus, you're making some bad choices here, but also you're sympathetic to her because you're just like, well, yeah, because everything's falling on your shoulders and everybody wants you to move mountains.
Yeah, that seems
walking out that movie, I wanted to give my mom a hug.
That seems like her MO, right? Like she's the asshole you understand. That's everything I've ever seen. That's who she plays.
So this Friday, the finale is going to air.
All right.
The season finale. And I was like, I hope we don't have another fucking 2 or 3 year wait between seasons like we did the first one, because Nicholas Stoller and his wife write and direct the show. So they alternate on directing. And Nick will he'll co-write the first episode of each season, and then the rest of the season's just written by his wife. Oh, okay. So they alternate who gets the direct episodes between him and his wife. And shout out to Nick Stoller, man, because this is a really great show. And Nick Stoller recently came out. He's like, yeah, we originally intended this to be like a one-off show, and then we thought like, oh, if we're gonna get a second season, maybe this should be an anthology. And then we realized like, oh, wait, there's still room for these characters to fucking grow. So we decided to keep them around and just keep it on Will and Sylvia, because Sylvia is Rose Byrne's character. And I feel bad for Luke McFarlane's character. I'm like, bro, like God damn, man.
Just read the book. That's all you have to do, right? Just be interested in what you're like.
I would at least read the first 3 chapters and get back to him and be like, yo, listen, I read the first 3 chapters. This is what I think. I still have to finish it.
Yeah, it's like, just do like you did in high school. Read the first 2 chapters, read the last 2 chapters. Fucking just not. When someone brings up something in the middle, you just nod. It's like, I never thought of it like that.
Fucking Will read the book. Like, how does Will read the book and not Sylvia? Tell me, how does that make sense? Does that make sense to you?
It doesn't make sense to me because, look, I get it. You're in a relationship. You see this bitch every day. You see this motherfucker every day. You're kind of sick of him, right?
Yeah,
but you
she
still
had a
got
breakdown. She laid into him too. She's like, "Well, I didn't know you were gonna quit your job. You know, the job that we all our kids' livelihood depends on, our fucking financial lives on." I'm just like, you should have been there for him then.
Right.
Like, that's also partially your fault. When he was spiraling out of control, having that panic attack during Jeopardy, you did not go to him and ask him if he was all right or what's going on. You just let him spiral out of control on national TV.
Yeah. So like, it's like I said, this you describing the show, it seems like an interesting show. It's just like, I can't watch assholes anymore on TV.
Yo, listen, it is funny though. Like, the jokes be having me and my brother like dying of laughter. But you know. Platonic, I'm excited to see how this season ends. Will has left to live with their shared mutual friend. I can't remember her name, and I can't remember the actress's name, but she is a Judd Apatow staple. She was Period Girl in Superbad. It's Carla something.
Oh yeah. She wasn't she in Freaks and Geeks?
Yes.
Yeah, I think she was a freak.
Yes. Yeah. Let me Google her real quick, because I have a feeling that what's gonna happen with this show is them two are gonna end up together. Will and Katie. Katie, played by Carla Gallo. Like, I have a feeling those two are gonna end up together.
Well,
but yeah, Sylvia Sylvia though, I'm like,
I
goddamn,
mean, is there
bro.
any word on a third season? I mean, I think they're going to give Seth Rogen whatever he wants just because of the success of Studio.
Yeah, because that show swept the Emmys, and I remember I binged that shit an entire day when Apple sent us those screeners. I binged that entire shit.
Yeah.
And
I was telling everybody about that fucking show.
dog, we saw that like 4 months ahead of time. I was telling my brother, like, hey, you can watch it on my PC. Like, watch
Right.
it with me. He's like, nah, I'll wait till it comes out. And that nigga waited till it came out and watched it week to week. And I'm just like, nigga, you could have watched this.
Right. Because like the episodes, they run from like either
30
some of the
minutes
episodes, yeah,
to
30
an
minutes
hour.
to 23 minutes. Yeah. So, I mean, like I binged it again. Like I binged it twice and like it still hits. Like it's one of my favorite shows of this year.
Seth Rogen, Rose Byrne, you know Seth's writing and directing partner, Evan Goldberg.
Evan Goldberg, yeah.
Francesca Del Banco, that is Nicholas Stoller's wife, and Nicholas Stoller himself. All of them are executive producers on this fucking show.
Yeah. I mean, look, when you get a team, you keep the team. Right? That's why Evan Goldberg and him have been rocking since the beginning.
The episode was called Boundaries. And now the final episode of the season is called Brett Coyote's Last Stand. Brett Coyote is the name of the book series that her husband is writing.
Oh, shit.
It's like a low-rent Jack Reacher. You know what I'm saying? Where people are
Yeah.
like, everybody's like, it's not bad. Like, everybody keeps telling Sylvia, it's like, it's not bad. Like, it could become a thing. And she's just not
Right.
trying to hear it.
It's like you were worried about this dude quitting his job and the money and shit like that. If this is the thing that gets you to the next level, then fucking support it.
You weren't there for his mental breakdown. You weren't there when he asked you to come to therapy for him. He asked you to please let Will leave. He wanted Will to leave their house.
Mm-hmm.
You kept making excuses for Will. Will decides to finally grow up and start paying you rent and start setting boundaries so that way you can start being a wife and mother to your family. And instead, you destroy your friendship, you destroyed your marriage, and now you're going to abandon your family to go do this fucking job. Like the fact that she said that shit to Will, she's like, yeah, you don't owe me rent because now you could pack your shit and get the fuck out. Boundaries. I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, she seems like a horrible person. Like, so it was like I'm glad you're watching this show. I'm glad it's good. It's just like I can't. Not now. Not my mental state.
It has not been renewed for season 3, but I hope it is.
I mean, like I said,
because this last episode is gonna be a doozy.
Yeah, so Seth Rogen can get anything greenlit at this point on Apple Plus.
Oh, all right. Let's move into Alien Earth. Yeah, like I'm with everybody else. This shit sucked. Like everybody and their mom hates this, and I'm like, yeah, this shit is fucking stupid, bro.
I like the show as a whole. I was sorely disappointed by this last episode.
I think this thing from top to bottom, I was like, the first episode was really good, and then from there on out, like the only other episode I thought was cool was episode 5 on the ship, and everything else was just, yeah, I see, like every episode, these characters make the worst choices just to move the plot along. That's terrible fucking writing. I'm sorry, it is. And this last episode is just corny. Now the kids are going to take over and run this corporation as all these creatures are on the loose. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't give a fuck. I'm good. I'm out.
I mean,
Alien Earth from here on out is Jeff's show.
Yeah, I mean, look, I like how it's set up for like now we have 2 aliens on the island because the island's still cut off.
Fucking stupid.
And the kids are there. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You're right about the decisions that they're making. Like it's plot convenience, but as a whole, I still have faith that the second season will be better. They'll course correct.
Romulus was better than this shit. It was definitely better than this shit. Like I will say that Romulus is better than this shit.
Yeah, like so I'm not gonna go that far. I'm just thinking it's definitely better. Like you You fuck with what Covenant?
No.
Which was one you fuck
Covenant's
with?
the worst. That is the worst Alien movie. That is worse than either Alien 3 or Alien Resurrection, both which I enjoy for the trash masterpieces that they are. Especially Alien Resurrection. Some of that shit's funny.
I mean, Alien Resurrection.
That is a Josh Whedon movie that should have been made by Josh Whedon and not
not a French auteur.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alien Earth. Disappointed by this last episode, but as a whole, I'm still on the ride.
I'm good
because I love the IP. I love the property.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm hitting the eject button. I'm
that's
fucking
fine.
good. Fuck this shit. The only good thing I could say about this show is it gave us Sydney Chandler. I like her as an actress. She's a great actress.
Yeah. I hope we fast forward a little bit and the cyborgs or whatever you call them, the kids, stop acting like children and start like maturing. Because if they're so like advanced, you would think their personalities would mature also at an advanced rate. Because like it was fun for the first couple episodes. Like, oh, they're acting like kids, but they're in these grown people's bodies. And by the end, it's like, oh, okay, this is kind of getting annoying.
Yeah,
so
I'm with everybody else on this show is fucking stupid.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, shout out to Noah Hawley, man. You built your legacy on Fargo, and everything else has been very bad. Because have you seen his movie?
What was his movie?
Lucy in the Sky with Natalie Portman and John Hamm. It was in theaters for like a week. Premiered at a film festival. Everybody's like, "Wow, this sucks." Came out in theaters, made no money, and then I watched it when it hit HBO Max, or not HBO Max, HBO. I watched it when it hit HBO. It was on HBO for 2 weeks. That's how bad it was. I watched it and I was like, "Yeah, this movie fucking sucks."
Yeah, I heard about it. I heard I know the name. I have no idea what it's about.
It's based on that story about the astronaut, like loosely based off that story where the woman wore the diaper cross country to kidnap that guy. It's loosely based off that. Loosely, yeah.
Yeah, that seems like it could go wrong very easily.
I don't know why you would change an interesting story like that, is my thing.
Right. It's because you can't get the rights to her story, because I think she might still be in litigation.
Oh yeah. So I'm good on Noah Hawley, bro. Like this is just Legion to me all over again. And I love the first season of Legion, but like after the first season of Legion, that show, he might as well just flush that shit down the toilet.
I still haven't seen Legion. I've still yet to finish the last season of Fargo.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's your boy, Noah Hawley. It's your boy.
It's not my boy. I love Fargo. Alien Earth, I'm still with it, and Legion I haven't watched. So like, hey, you can I'm a fan of Fargo.
So before we move on, I want to drop this piece of news. It came out recently. Noah Hawley said this show was originally supposed to take place in between Aliens and Alien 3. And the studio and Ridley told him he could not place his show there.
So that means they're planning on doing something there.
So that's why this is a prequel.
Sure.
At this point, bro, if somebody came up to me, he's like, "Hey, you want to make an Alien movie?" And I start throwing out all these ideas and they're just like, "Yeah, but you can't do that." I'd be like, "You know what, man? At this point, I might as well go fucking make Star Wars."
Right.
If I have all these restrictions on me for a fucking, basically what it is humans versus a monster. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm not, get the fuck out of here. I'm good. Like the Alien franchise, thanks to Ridley, has now become Star Wars, where it's just like, oh, all right. Y'all fucking diluted it.
Right. And like, here's the thing. You could just have a standalone movie that doesn't connect to whatever main timeline, and it would still fucking work.
I mean, that's what Romulus was. Like, I'll give them that. At least Romulus was that.
Well, that's still kind of doesn't it connect? I'm trying to think. Does Romulus connect to anything?
I guess to the first movie, because you have Ian Holm there.
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah,
even Ian Holm is playing a different android.
Yeah, but like then like the beginning of the movie is them getting a piece of the Nostromo.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
shit
right.
like
That's
that.
right. That's right. That's
Right.
right.
So
They
like
grabbed
even
the
that's
xenomorph.
connected. Right. So you could just fucking another fucking ship, right? Like now that we've established that there's fucking 5 companies,
Yeah,
right?
but by the time Alien rolls around, it's just Weyland Yutani. So we know Weyland Yutani triumphs in
Yeah,
the
but like
end.
it could be like the last because space travel takes like 80 years in this shit. So it could have been like another company we didn't hear about also sent out a probe. Or like you can make it work where it doesn't connect to the main timeline and just have a standalone good alien movie.
Look, not according to Ridley or
Ridley,
the
I'll write that.
executives.
Me and Brandon, we're gonna pitch you an idea for a standalone alien movie that doesn't fuck with your already fucked up continuity.
It should not be this hard, bro. Like seriously, for what is essentially a bunch of humans versus an unstoppable killing machine.
This should be easy money. This should
Like,
be
goddamn,
easy money.
The first movie's literally a haunted house movie that is an allegory for rape, and
Right?
and
And
the second movie is
It's an
literally
allegory
just
for motherhood.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just an action movie. Like Jesus
Right.
Christ, y'all.
Like you could it doesn't need to be hard. Doesn't need to be hard.
Jesus Christ, y'all take this dumbest shit. Like, let's be real. Like, fucking Star Wars, as much as we love it, that shit's dumb. Y'all took this dumbest shit and made it unnecessarily complicated. And now you're taking the simplest shit and making it unnecessarily complicated.
Right? Like Star Wars, Space Samurais. That should have been it. Like just fucking it's Space Samurais. And then
All right, well, let's move on. What else have we watched together? What else we watched together? I can't remember.
Marvel Zombies.
Yeah. Sure.
I wanted to roll with it, right? But then that last fucking episode, they did the same fucking thing they did with Ironheart, right? This needless cliffhanger,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Thinking that you're going like they know they're going to get a second season, but it might not happen
Maybe.
for another fucking 8 years.
Maybe.
Right?
They don't even know. They're like, yeah, that's a maybe.
Yeah. Like I'm mad that I had to go back and watch the what if episode for Zombies to figure out what was going on in the zombie show.
Right.
Right?
Look,
I was mad at that.
well, at this point, man, it is what it is. Like, yo, Eyes of Wakanda's right there. Like that's the best thing they've dropped this year.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of Eyes of Wakanda. Loved it. I'm going to take my time with it.
It's only 4 episodes.
Yeah, but like they're in-depth episodes, right? Especially that first one. So I'm gonna slow roll that because besides the fact that Kamala Khan finally gets some shine in Zombies,
And
right?
they finally
That
bring out
shows-
Blade.
Yo. And when I saw Blade, it's like Mahershala, man, they fucking with you. I mean, Blade is one of the best characters in the show. Like,
But also-
Blade Knight.
Yeah. Moon Knight is now the Khonshu in this show has melded with Blade, so Blade is the new avatar for Khonshu. And I was like, okay, cool, this is cool, sure, whatever.
Right.
And then come to find out, that's not even Mahershala voicing him. It's some dude named Todd Williams.
Yo, it sounds just like Mahershala.
Yeah, that's not even him.
Yo, they fucking Marvel's doing him fucking dirty with this Blade shit, dude. Ugh. Anyway, so yeah, Marvel Zombies. Don't expect closure. It's 5 episodes. It's 4 episodes that lead up to a 5th episode that is a fucking blue balls. Boom. There you go. Marvel Zombies.
All right, let's move on to Task. And I was right,
Shit.
Jeff. I was right.
What?
That bitch is
Which-
incompetent. I told you I did not want her to have my back during a raid. And what happens? Because of her, Mark Ruffalo got fucked up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I told
100
you. I told
mean,
you.
I didn't disagree.
No, you were
with
like, oh, she's a savant. You don't know. She got something up her sleeve.
no,
That
like
bitch was
she,
incompetent.
she might have a skill, that we don't know about. I'm not saying she's a good cop. I'm just saying there has to be a reason that they picked her for this team, right? But yeah, like I'm not like I never said she was a good cop. I just said she's got to have something. Like they got to redeem this character somehow, some way. They have to, because otherwise it's sort of wasted potential.
I mean,
story wise.
We are 4 episodes in now. She fucked up in episode 3. Episode 4, everybody fucked up. Like, Mark Ruffalo clearly didn't want to execute the plan, but they're all looking at him like, hey, we're going to stop them or what? And then it ended up, his instincts were right. Like, oh yeah, it wasn't him. Also, Tom Pelphrey fucked up. I'm like, bro,
yeah, everybody
fucked up in episode 4. Like, how are you going to go to sleep when you have a kid who's being looked for across this is a national thing now.
I wouldn't even have brought him anywhere in public. Right? Yeah, everybody's is fucking up in this episode, but it's not plot convenience.
No, it's just
right?
Stupid humans.
Right.
And now my boy got killed. I was like, damn.
Yeah, but he went out like a G.
Yo, but that was a dumbass plan in the first place, though.
So I don't understand how, because they were texting him, right? The cops, who were the cops texting?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Right? So I can't wait for the 5th episode to figure out how that whole entire how the misdirect happened.
Well, I gotta rewatch the episode, quite frankly. I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Yeah, I have to rewatch it because I don't know how the switcheroo happened, since the cops thought they were texting old boy. But yeah, Task, woo, it's just escalating.
And then Martha Plimpton, for her to stare at him in disgust, I'm like, yo, he didn't even want to do this shit. That's on you.
Right. And it's we're gonna find out that she's the mole.
You think so?
That she's the mole because she's probably running another undercover op. I don't think she is 100% crooked. I think she's running another op, and that's why she put Mark Ruffalo's character in there, knowing that he would fuck it up. So her other op that she's running doesn't get fucked up. That's what I think.
That's stupid. That's too convoluted and just dumb.
Yeah, but otherwise, I can't believe that the ASAC is that crooked. I mean,
well, we don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, she was so smug about putting this task force together, just fucking laughing at him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
I think you can stop handing out those silly ass pamphlets.
Yeah, so I think she I think there's a higher level of shit happening. But we'll see. It's only 7 episodes, so this is episode 4, so we only have 3 episodes left.
Again, I'm rooting for the niece. The niece is the smartest character in this fucking show.
Right. Yeah. And she's a bitch, but I understand.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 100%. I would be just as mad as she is all the time. Also, now we find out, I thought their mother died or something. Nah, she just upped and dipped.
Yeah, no, he mentions it in the 2nd episode.
Yeah, I missed that.
She just dipped.
Yeah, the fact that she just up and dipped, I was like, that's fucked.
Yeah, well, some people aren't cut out for that motherly life.
All right.
So Task, watch it. Peacemaker, I called it.
Oh yeah, that's right. We forgot about this. All right, yeah, Peacemaker. Yeah, you did call it.
I called it.
You did called it. Yeah, you did. This episode, nothing good happened. The fact that Rick Flag Sr. is now back in bed with Lex Luthor, and then Superman, he didn't even want to work with him. It was the Asian dude who's just like, yeah, we should work with Lex Luthor. He's kind of right. And I'm just like, even Rick Flag's like, bro, Superman has given us no reason for us to intervene. He's been there. And now all of a sudden, just because he's salty about Peacemaker, now he's going to back fucking Lex. Okay. All right.
Look, like he wants his revenge, right? Like Peacemaker did literally stab his son in the heart,
Yeah.
right? So like I get that character motivation is like, look, fucking Lex Luthor, he's still gonna be in fucking jail, right? And that's what Rick Flagg's thinking, right?
It's weird though hearing Lex curse. Like I ain't gonna. It threw me through a loop.
Yeah, I get that. But like, I'm glad Nicholas Hoult is the best Lex Luthor we've ever had. So
Because every other Lex, Superman was just a nuisance. This is
Right.
the first time we got comic books Superman, or how about Superman from Superman the Animated Series? Because Superman, that Lex in Superman the Animated Series, he
Right.
hated Superman. This is the first time where we get comic book Lex where he's like, nah, dude, I just literally hate you.
like,
And
this
I'm
is my
envious
mother
of you.
nemesis.
Yeah.
This is like, this dude is my enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
So,
man, where he keeps screaming, A1, A1, A1.
Right.
Like, I'm like, God damn, nigga. Like,
you hate this dude. Like, that's why I posted that the fucking picture, the album cover for the Kendrick, but it has Lex on it, you know, in front of the Grand National. It was like, yeah, because he's a fucking hater.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, damn, I did not see that coming. I was like, that's fucked, dog. Like that's fucked. But I mean, hey, look, we're on our way there right now.
Like, all this shit it seems almost like they saw the writing on the wall. Like, all these creators, even talking about our main review for One Battle, like, it's almost like you saw the writing on the wall.
One Battle is a brutalist type situation. That shit was written about the last time, not
Shit. But like, the last time is this time.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Like, it's
again.
But anyway, yeah, Peacemaker. So comes to fight, like, if you haven't watched it, sorry, we're gonna spoil it. It comes to find out that the alternative universe is a universe where Nazis win World War II and take over America. So that's why, you know.
So let's get into trailer talk.
We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Norwood, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, aka He Who Remains.
Don't come at us, it's just fucking movies.
You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best. It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFireXL and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.